Hey, thanks for tuning in to It's Happening in and Around Grace Church. This week I want to recall where we've been as a reminder for where we're going as a church. If you remember at the beginning of this year, we released a new strategy or vision for who we want to be, and that is to own our faith and to be the church. And in that word own, we have O-W-N, at the center of which is worship. At the center of all that we do, we want to worship God, believing that He must increase and we must decrease if we're going to live a life of faith, if we're going to live the life that He has called us to live. And on either side of that, we have nurture, which is the building up of other believers, encouraging them in the faith, teaching them about the things of God. And on the other side, we have outreach, that we are called as believers in Christ to reach people with the gospel message and to let them know that they can be saved, that they can enter into eternity with the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And we want to be intentional about how we do that. You know, in Luke chapter 10, verse 2, Jesus said it this way: the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers, they're few. Therefore, pray earnestly to the Lord of the harvest that He might send out laborers into His harvest. And this week, I'm praying that here at Grace Church, God would send out laborers into His harvest, knowing that there are many people who are ready to come to the Lord, many people who know that there's something more to this life and that they need to know what it is. And so as a church, we embraced what we call the bless model, that we want to bless freely, believing that God will use it, trusting fully that He will use our efforts for His glory and for His honor to share our faith with other people, to give us opportunity as we bless them. And so I want to call your attention back to the bless cards that we passed out back in January, that you would find your bless card. Maybe it's been misplaced, maybe you haven't looked at it in a while, and I would encourage you to read through what it means to bless, what it means to be someone who aims to be a blessing to their neighbor for the purpose of the gospel. And what I want to challenge you to do this week is to be very intentional, to pick one of the names on the back of your card and to aim to bless them in some way, whether it be bringing them a loaf of bread that you baked or some cookies, or jumping in and mowing their lawn because they're out of town, whatever the case may be. I want to encourage you to choose at least one of the people on your list that you're praying for, to actively pray that the Lord would use your gesture of blessing and that you would go and do something simple. Maybe it's inviting them over for dinner. Maybe it's just sending them a note in the mail saying that you're praying for them. Whatever the case may be, let's go and be the church by living out our faith and proclaiming it through blessing others, so that we can build relationships that build trust, that build respect, and are ready to listen when we share that powerful proclamation of the gospel. The Lord is with you. He will enable you as you aim to share your faith. So how can you go and bless others freely, trusting wholly that God is going to use it for His purposes? We'll see you at church on Sunday.